Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth, and let's chat about two dragon picture books here. So the first one is Kenny and the Dragon, and the other one I want to talk about is How to Catch a Dragon. So first, let's talk about How to Catch a Dragon. This book is basically what the title says. You're reading a story about how these kids saw a dragon and how they are going to catch this dragon. The story has a good message. When what I took out of it is one where the kids bring up different ideas on how to catch this dragon. So I love that because they were all like listening to each other and trying to try those ideas. The second one is not giving up. You know, these kids were very persistent on trying to catch this dragon. So I love that. And they were working together too. The other one, this is a good story you can read to your kids, especially during Lunar New Year, because it does revolve around that time of year too. The text is a lot of rhyming, so that was a nice touch. And in the back of the book, there's also a Mandarin translation, which I also appreciate because I love, again, learning different cultures and things like that. So love that touch there. What I didn't like, unfortunately, the art style of this book is not my favorite. I mean, it's a different type of art style and drawing is very difficult. But for me, I gravitate towards like more kawaii type of animation or drawings. So that would be like a con for me. Again, that doesn't take away from the story or anything like that, but that's just like my preference, not my favorite art style. Okay, the next one is Kenny and the Dragon. So Kenny is the name of the rabbit, and he is found a best friend, and this best friend unfortunately is not loved by a lot of the community, and he is trying his hardest to convince them that this best friend is a great friend, and the best friend's name is Graham. I love the artwork in this book. It is so beautiful. The black and white and the shading style, I guess, like pencil or pen type of shading, I love that. How the dragon looks isn't my favorite either in this book, but overall I do like the artwork better in this book. This book has a good balance of art and text within it. The writing also reminds me of books like The Halloween Tree, for example. You can kind of tell when a book was written by the certain words, phrases, slang, jokes that they used. And so I like it. Not too difficult to understand or anything, but I do like the style of how this book is written. The message is also good. I took out of it, don't judge a book by its cover, right? And one person doesn't represent the whole population, right? So that's one of the messages that I took out there. To, I guess, on Kenny's defense, being a good friend, standing up for your friends, especially if maybe your opinions or actions or something like that may be different from the majority, and just kind of standing out, because it is difficult to stand up for something that you believe, especially if the whole community is against you, so like not giving up of like changing people's mind too. So that's bravery on Kenny's part, in my opinion. So there's a lot of like messages and things that you can take from this book. So my overall thoughts for these books, they are great messages. Artwork is, well, Kenny and the Dragon's artwork is good. The dragon itself, I didn't like the way it was drawn, but that's okay. It's still a dragon book. But both books I would give, so the first book I'll give, or Kenny, I will give a 4, and then How to Catch a Dragon, I'll rate that as a 3. Both books are, of course, in the mythical creature fiction category. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. Like always, we'd love to know your thoughts. Did you like this book? Didn't you like this book? Did you have a favorite character? Do I? I think Kenny is a good character to like. He's very likable and soft-spoken, try to find his bravery in other ways. So I do like Kenny as a favorite character here. And then the best friend also has his cute little quirks too. So that would be my favorite character in this book. Please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Happy reading. I always do this, but if Kenny and the Dragon was made into a movie, that would be awesome. I would picture it like British accents doing the voices for these characters, because I just feel like it would be on like Paddington level type movie, and also because this is kind of not in the medieval times, but because there's like knights in the story, it reminds me of like being in medieval times. So I was just thinking of them being like British characters voicing these characters here. So that's what I think. Okay.